Have you ever considered using Todoist templates? Well, this week I'm going to show you a very good reason why you should be using them. Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein and this week we're going to go into Todoist templates. Now, Todoist templates have been around for a long time, but I find that very few of us actually take the time to make good use of these little powerful projects. Now, essentially that's what a template is. It is a predetermined project that you can import every time you need to set this up. Now, this is great if you have a lot of similar projects that you work on and that you can just pull in the template and bang, off you go. But there is a little tiny little thing that a lot of people don't know that you can do into templates regarding the dates, and that is what I'm going to show you this week. Now, before we go any further, if you would like to pick up all the tips and tricks about Todoist every week, then hit that like button below and also get yourself subscribed to this channel, because I am bringing out tips every single week on this amazing app Todoist. Now, let me take you in to my very own Todoist, well, maybe my demo account, and show you how to do this. Okay, so what I've done is I've set up a sample project here called Business Trip Template. Now, you can add dates to this, but you've got to be very careful. You can't exactly add dates like the 31st of January or the 2nd of February, because those dates will then be imported as part of the template. But what you can do is something like this. So I could do here, I could type in tomorrow and what will happen is that will come up. Now, as the time of recording, this means it's going to come up tomorrow, as in Saturday, the 18th. But what you can do for, say, book flights, so book hotel, book flights, we'll do that one for tomorrow and then save that. Review itinerary, let's say in for what I do is, sorry, plus 14 days. So that's assuming, oops, we got to just get rid of that. So that's making the assumption that you're going to go 2 weeks after you've booked the flights. Now, that's the assumption. That may change anyway, but let's just say that's what you're going to do. So again, you're going to go for this one, let's just say plus 15 days. And it's important that you actually do it like this, because when you export this as a template, it's going to export it as in tomorrow plus 14 days, blah, blah, blah. So you may have to go in and alter it if you were actually doing a business trip. Now, remember, this post trip, because I've got two sections here, is part of the actual original project. So even though you've got sections, this section will recognize that this is done for tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So when you say plus, so you've got to begin, you've got to be thinking. So let's say plus 3 weeks. So plus 21 days. And then collect all receipts. We can go plus 22 days. And so on. So what's happening here is the clock starts ticking when you import the template. Now, that's done that. So you get the idea there. You know what you're doing. You have to think a little bit about how you're going to set that up. You may only need to add in a few dates, but that's one way that you can do. So you cannot put in the actual date like the 1st of February or the 2nd of February, but you can actually do in 2 weeks, tomorrow, next week, blah, blah, blah. That will always come up then in the template, recognizing that kind of date. So the next question is, how do you export this template? Well, the simple thing is you go to the project actions up here. So on the top line in the thing, you go project actions and export as template. Now you have a choice here, export as file or export as shareable URL. Now I'm going to export this as a file. So we're going to hit the file and it's going to go blub, and it's going to go out. So now the thing is, obviously when I show you this now, it's not necessarily going to show you how the dates work, but I'm going to create a new project underneath, and let's call this Berlin business trip. Whoa, trip. There we go, Berlin business trip. I'm going to add that in, and you add task. Now, once you've added the task, go to your downloads folder. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder, which is here. I'm going to get the CSV file out, and I'm going to drag that in. Now I have a second monitors moving at the moment, so it's not. So let's just go into here and I'll drop that down because you need to go in. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag that in. As you can see, it opens up. I can just drag that in. It's going to bring in the CSV file, and now it's brought in the template. Now the thing is, the dates are showing exactly as I set them up in the template. That's simply because I'm doing this on the same day that I set the template up. But you get the idea that you can actually add and play around with the dates and set this up. So there you go. Hopefully that's given you some ideas about how you can play around with Todoist templates. They can be really useful, particularly if you're doing regular business trips or you have projects of similar nature. You know, they can be really helpful and save you a lot of time. Hopefully you've got some value from this. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you very much for watching this video. Now, have I got something special to tell you about? The Time and Life Mastery version 3 course has launched. Now, this course is transformative. It will transform your life. If you find that your life is drifting from one day to the next and that you feel that you're not actually achieving your goals, then this course is going to show you how to change that. It's going to show you how to identify what is truly important to you. It's going to show you how to find what it is you want out of life, and then show you the steps that you need to take in order to get there. This course is amazing. The feedback I've got from versions 1 and version 2 have just been tremendous. It has helped so many people, and I want this opportunity to tell you that it can do the same for you. I hope you will take a look at the course, have a go, take the course, and start transforming your life today. This course will do that for you. Take a look, get yourself enrolled, and hopefully I'll see you in the course.